For about a year, we've been watching the best bad wrestling tournament in Chilean history, and we are mere moments away from crowning our first Titan of the Ring. And if you missed the first parts of this tournament, you can definitely go back and watch, but I'm pretty sure these points are all bull. So you may as well just find out who wins. Also, this package came in the mail from Chile, and we're gonna open it later, so I'm sure that'll be just fine.
Oh, what's in the box?
The Titanes del Ring band plays El Cavernario's bespoke theme music. And as always, we have our old pal Robert to help translate.
The caveman is here with a giant stale cheese puff. If he wins the Tiny Titan's belt, this entire year will have been a waste of time.
Close enough. Points-wise, Caveman has absolutely no chance of winning this tournament unless, 11 guys die, which is not outside the realm of possibility. So as Zoro smiles in the entranceway like a jackass, the stakes could not be higher. Looks like Zoro waited until the last day of the tournament to have a Z installed on his Halloween cape, so at least he's not going home empty-handed. Cave Lady is here as usual, and she looks like she could easily beat both of these guys, while Zoro starts off with a big risk by testing the structural integrity of his little quadriceps. Caveman starts out by frantically reminding the referee how terrifyingly loose the ropes are, and starts the action out for these 1981 tournament finals with a devastating knee.
Wow, I just hope nobody gets hurt out there.
The realism continues as Zoro and Caveman try to make as few kids believe this is real as possible. And we know this is the big one, and they're obviously pulling out all the stops, as Caveman not only locks in the Brontosaurus bag ripper, but does the exact same maneuver my nephew tried the time he broke my nose on Thanksgiving. Realizing the real-life implications of the points at stake in this match, Zoro looks for a quick boost from a swig or three from a bottle of Mountain Shower, which does sound like a phrase you should not Google on your work computer if you'd like to keep your job. Caveman wants Zoro to give Gam Gam a hug. And the action finally picks up. The ref stops Caveman's cheating, and Cavernario challenges him to a... corn dog sword fight. Zoro locks up Caveman in a yoga pin, while Caveman frantically tells us he's lost a contact lens. And these two dipshits roll around until Zoro gets a quick, fun concussion. Thirsty, the gay Blade pretends he needs to fix his mask just for a few quick sips of refreshing citrus rush. But getting desperate, Zoro tries to yank the Just for Men out of Caveman's Brillo pad face pubes, as Cavernario nearly risks it all by trying to sell an actual move. And Cavernario is Wario confirmed. While Zoro breaks new pro wrestling ground by hammer-fisting the bottom of his opponent's shoes, much to the shocked dismay of Cave Lady. And I just want to show you this sequence. No further questions, Your Honor. Mercifully, Zoro hits the flying slop body for a quick count from the ref, but we'll take it. Sounds like this box is ticking. I'm sure it's nothing. And if you were hoping that things would get sexy in an ancient way, Disco Mummy is here to defy science by being powder dry, but also have greasy hair at the exact same time.
Clown is out now while one of his sons eats total on one of the steps.
Kids rush over to Clown, who could not possibly care any less, and Mummy showcases his negative seconds reaction time as Chucky Clown bites a chunk out of his mummified thigh. And it kind of takes some of the terror out of the ancient undead monster as he plays with his nephews in the living room at Christmas. Clown seems very nervous about a set of acrobatics that hardly seem worth it before stripping down to a Bronx tuxedo. Clown has an interesting strategy. He flings himself sideways just to rocket the air out of his own little grease-painted lungs, but then counters his own self-harm with a running Dirty Dancing attempt that almost works, then goes for broke with the attempted The Bodyguard. And Mummy is totally lost on account of he ain't seen a movie in like 5,000 years. Chucky Clown distracts everyone while other clown gets weird. The Butt Shining is also a movie you're not allowed to watch at work. Found that out the hard way. The hard way. And Clown wipes his ass on the middle rope. Clown then shows off what they worked on in tumbling class, and Mummy is gonna need a refill on the powder because our boy's ass is chapped. Mummy almost wins with just a regular body slam, but the little clowns rush in and tickle the ref until he stops counting. And ironically, the guy who gives out noogies all day in unconventional places doesn't seem to be aware of how missionary noogies work. Mummy retaliates with an eye noogie so thorough that Chucky Clown tries to interfere but just falls down. Clown then goes looking for some foot stomps, Mummy's one known weakness, but settles for almost falling over top of the loose-ass ropes instead. Clown starts running around and bumping into Mummy, which apparently excites the ref so much that he throws in a drop kick that nobody seems to react to or notice. So the ref just gets more blatant out of nowhere and helps Clown beat the Mummy because absolute power corrupts absolutely. But Mummy gets his much-deserved revenge by placing other clown up onto the top rope for a second and then carefully helping him back down. That'll show him. I think it just meowed. There's no better time than tournament finals to break new ground and make history. Sports fan, this brand new groundbreaking match type has a lot of rules, so we're gonna lean pretty hard on the translations from Robert.
He says, whoever wins this trophy will be responsible for finding its matching lampshade.
Okay, buddy, not much help there. But as near as I can tell, this is Titane's first tag match. The unlikely duo of Black Demon and White Angel facing off against the improbable team of Roman Gladiator and the Pharaoh. And again, the translations are rough here, but it appears this is a 2 out of 3 falls match with 2 referees, and I'm fairly certain that the case is while one member of each team is allowed to be in the ring at a time, in order for a fall to count, both members of the team have to be pinning somebody. So that's fun.
Makes about as much sense as Pharaoh ruining Mom's good pillowcases for this outfit.
One referee checks Pharaoh and Gladiator for proper supportive undergarments for their swimmy trunks. Finding none, we can proceed. Duplicitous start here as Black Demon runs the distraction while White Angel launches a 2-liter of mountain shoutin' directly into Gladiator's face. And by directly, I mean he tries to hit him in the face, but his weak little fingies can't grip the bottle and it goes flying out into the orchestra. White Angel starts dismantling Gladiator and Demon gets so excited he runs in and touches Gladiator with his foot. Good job, buddy. But Black Demon definitely doesn't understand the rules of this fully, as he keeps coming in just to lay a body part on Gladiator and then leave immediately afterward. But Angel and Demon finally get their strategy together and set up Gladiator for the dreaded double arm stuff and follow up by tossing him penis first into the ring apron. Bet you wish you had those supportive undergarments now, huh, bud? Which does allow Pharaoh to be the legal man in the ring while the Savannah Bananas guy calls Gladiator a The brothers of Dumbstruction do double arm stuff so hard that Pharaoh takes a back bump, and the only logical next step is, of course, double leg stuff. So the referee jumps into the pool and counts for the 3 for an end to round 1. While a fake doctor fake massages the fake gladiating fake wrestler, what the fake is going on? Period between rounds, so we got shirts. If you like special videos and streams, become a member for like $5. And like and subscribe only if you like the good bad wrestling. Despite having his actual penis snap like a twig in the first fall, Gladiator takes charge in the second round by parking Angel's head in the turnbuckle garage. Then decides to make very sure that your cousin was right about this whole wrestling thing being bull. Which only gets worse as we are reminded live and in living color that dance belts hadn't been invented yet, and I think you could successfully pick out Angel's junk from a police lineup. Completely out of ideas, Gladiator repeats the same monkey flip spot, but worse this time, and finally tags in Pharaoh, who immediately just repeats the same spot, but admittedly a bit more fun. But White Angel has seemingly grown tired of the fair to middling use of his legs he's had his whole life and says enough is enough. So Black Demon has little choice but to take over with all of the power and energy of a phone you forgot to charge last night. As it normally does, everything breaks down. Double coconut crunch, double flying arm stuff, double mom you're not watching dive into the pins for a merciful end to round 2. 30-second break between rounds to remind you that Country Mist always satisfies. Not a sponsor, but you should be. Angel Blanco pulls both guys in the ring and he and Demon steal the coconut crunch spot and tie the boys up for a quick row your bits. The Coconut Crunch then makes a third appearance, but the fourth appearance gets apparently and somehow reversed for a rare near fall. Normally, the first pin in a Titans of the Ring match is the only pin.
Big Boss here. Enter the truck on the bridge to the right. Over.
What truck?
Forget it, Snake. Back to the mission.
Okay. Roman gets lost, so Angel breaks his hip for him real quick, tries it again, and Pharaoh actually impressively hits a 7-foot dropkick. No one knows what to do, as usual, so they don't count the pin. Demon and Angel set up a double poop your tights, and an unprecedented 5th Coconut Crunch, which is a new land record. They hoist the boys up for a butt cheers, which immediately backfires, and the Swim Trunks crew gets the third fall and the win. Maybe it's Chilean-style underwear. You can never have too many. Sports fan, it brings me absolutely no pleasure whatsoever to introduce to you that no-count, backbiting cheater, Mr. Chile.
Mr. Chile is here. He drapes himself in patriotism and hopes that everyone will judge him less harshly for his misdeeds.
Can't confirm, but feels right. We have a battle for number 1 in the standings as Mr. Chile is facing off against Tarzan, who didn't bring Jane, but is hiding behind his very confused son. Really hard not to notice that Tarzan is wearing the Diamond Dallas Page taped ribs variant costume, and Mr. Chile claims Tarzan's son as his own. Very concerned, the referee performs a formal medical diagnosis by lightly touching the ace bandage and concluding that Tarzan absolutely refuses to do the job to Mr. Chile dude. But Cowboy Ringo steps out onto the ramp and announces himself as a substitution by firing a weapon into the audience. The state-mandated blood sacrifice completed, Ringo is now eligible for any tournament points Tarzan would have been competing for. Ringo starts out strong by completely missing a kick, quick hop, then gets mandatorily reversed by the contractually obligated creative control dude of the Hollywood Hulk Hogan of Chile dude. Just a whole big lot of nothing as Ringo and Chile take turns testing the certainly low weight limits on these loosey-goosey ropes. Ringo tries a quick surprise party but gets locked deep into the idiot deathlock, which prompts Ringo to lose control and hit everyone in the eyes with his favorite drink, cool, refreshing, hee-haw.
Kit, stop editing the video!
What the hell?
Turn off the PlayStation right now.
Robert, buddy, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm sorry, sports fan. We'll get this worked out another time. The judges are so enthralled that one of them starts working on another Sudoku, but Ringo kicks Chile right in his nuts, but luckily for all of us, it inspires Mr. Chile to actually do something, and he gets the roly pin, which gives Mr. Chile 2 points and now ties him with Chinese Dragon for first place, who is facing off against potential tournament spoiler El Chic, who is bringing in his measly, worthless 4 points.
Not exactly sure what happens if there's a tie between Mr. Chile and Dragon, but I can only assume that
Ayúdame, mijo, estoy atrapado dentro del Metal Gear.
there's no chance we want to see that.
Okay. Anyway, starting to get even more worried about this box. Anyhow, Chinese Dragon, known for his typical presentation of nunchucks, ups the ante in these finals with a fiery bow staff. Needless to say, Chic is so unimpressed that he breaks the referee's arm on the first day of summer after 8th grade. So there goes baseball season. Chic is refusing to let referees into the ring in what is no doubt a surreptitious plot by Mr. Chile to steal the tournament. Turns out, Cheeky Baby will only accept the senior official's senior citizen father, which is extra weird, especially because he was clearly already dressed up to go be a creep around the teenagers who work at the car wash he owns. Even though Chic has had several matches in this tournament and should know better, he starts out with his weakest area, which is physical movement, by sprinting toward Dragon, who stacks up Chic for a quick near fall, and we get an unfortunately clear look at Dragon's woolly willy pipe cleaner mustache. And the Chic is alarmingly sweaty already. Mom spaghetti. And I'm excited to report that after 9 weeks of tournament action, I finally figured out who Chic's non-ass reminds me of. Chic breaks out the diarrhea punch early on, which is how we know he means business. Quick high five, but it's a trap as Chic breaks both of Chinese Dragon's nunchucking hands. Classic eye stuff from the Chic as Dragon's shot at the tiny belt seems to be slipping away. Really fun closer look at the canvas and all the new kinds of MRSA colonizing there. Chic unleashes a split-legged ball dropper and then tosses in a headbutt that lets Dragon show off his acting range. But Dragon finally wakes up and releases some of the gas that may have been holding him back. He's on the attack big time as Chic is literally on the ropes. Even the old referee gets carried away. Dragon fires in a jump kick and tries holding the block button, but Chic mashes the A button way too hard. Chic apparently found a hunk of wood and starts bashing Dragon right in front of the ref. The judges inspect the weapon at ringside and do confirm that it is not Chic's fist, which quickly seems to matter much, much less as Chic lands directly on the top of his head and stops moving for a while. And in true Titanes del Ring style, the finish of this match showcases everything we've come to know and love about the Chilean sweet fake science. Chic's inflexibility, the complete lack of chemistry between opponents, and an unbelievably fast 3 count while Chic's shoulders are most certainly off of the mat. And with that, Chinese Dragon is over the top on points. So we hop into the awards ceremony where 3rd place goes to Roman Gladiator. Who f***ing cares? And Mr. Chile looks like Team Canada getting the silver medals as he reluctantly, begrudgingly accepts the very oddly titled Vice Champion, which leaves the presentation of our 1st place tiny belt to Chinese Dragon, which is a little weird, but certainly nowhere near the level of some of the potential disappointments we could have faced standing in that ring right now. But no joke, for real, Mr. Chile interrupts to say that he is not satisfied with the results and demands to challenge Chinese Dragon. It's a great look, Mr. Chile. People show you who they are. You make sure you believe them. And that was a successful first year of Titanes del Ring, which I suppose leads me to this mystery package from Chile. I'm excited. It's like Chilean Christmas. Looks like there's a note to Kit Parsons from That's What I Call Wrestling. We are aware of your fantastic coverage of the legendary Titanes del Ring 1981 tournament. We are also aware that the finale of the tournament is not great. It's not terrible, but it's just kind of meh. Therefore, we have decided as a country to rename and recrown the 1981 Titan of the Ring as Kit Parsons for his bravery and excellence in bringing awareness to fake sports worldwide. Thank you for your service, and please wear this with pride. Signed, the greatest country in Chile, brother, the country of Chile. Okay, let's see what it is. The people of Chile are going to be so mad. Oh my God. I have a lot of people to thank. I want to thank my wife. I want to thank my wife for believing in me that I could become the 1981 Titan of the Ring, even when I didn't believe it myself. I want to thank Sancho Panza for his inspiration. I have to thank the Duke, or he'll just be mad later. And of course, I could not have done any of this without the translation help and support of my good friend Robert, who I'm sure right now... Robert, come in.
I read you, barely. Some things are easier to hear than to say.
I found a manuscript. Somebody actually translated Titanes del Ring, word for word. It doesn't match anything you've told me. Not once. Not ever.
So you found out?
Found out what?
That I was never translating Spanish.
Then what the hell have you been telling me this whole time?
The truth was never the assignment, sports fan. Anybody with a phrase book can hand you words. I gave you meaning, context, the story you needed, delivered with a little rhythm and a lot of brute aftershave.
You made it all up?
I curated it. There's a difference, and it's the difference between a translator and an artist. Somebody's got to lie beautifully. Might as well be somebody with good hair. You wanted subtitles. I gave you a soul. You're welcome.
That's insane. I don't even know what that is.
Hola, amigo, it's me, Sancho. You always feel better when it's me?
Robert, you're not Sancho Panza.
Don't worry, it's a video. It's a video just like usual. You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
That's what the simulation was all about, wasn't it? Lying to ourselves.
The lies stop now. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
No. If you quit, then they'll take away all my subway points, mijo.
You can't do that. You'll kill him.
You don't want your little rotund friend to go hungry, do you?
Snake, help! I heard flatbreads are coming back.
Robert, you're fired as a translator. Effective now.
You got your little fake belt. Now you're in charge.
I'm the editor.
You can end the segment, sugar. You'll never end the context. I never lied to you, sports fan. I just got there before the truth did. Whatever makes you feel better, champ. Over and out.
Snake? No!
Sus armas son la astucia y su gran agilidad.
Infracción, vamos, Morales.
Es Ringo, mi araña callejón.